Hey everybody, happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to the midweek edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. How you doing today? I pray your week is going well, and now we're already at the midway point of the week and we're heading to the weekend. What better way to kick off a Wednesday than to take a look at God's Word, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. This morning I want to take you to the book of James. James chapter 1. Verse 12. Now, let me kind of set the stage here for the purpose of this whole letter. James is writing to a group of people who have to deal with a lot of, a lot of pushback for their faith, a lot of persecution, and because of that, a lot of difficulty, a lot of crisis times that are going in their homes, their lives, their ministries, all of it. It's just, there's a whole lot of negative going on around them and to them. And James decides that he needs to speak to that, to these people. And so that's what he's going to do. So let's take a look at this verse. We are in the book of James. We're in chapter 1, and we're going to look at verse 12. So here's what it says. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him. Now, I think a lot of times we struggle because we are so focused on the here and now. We're so focused on what's going on at the moment. And we're concerned about the visible, right? We see the trial, and we see the crisis that we're going through, and we want a visible answer. We want a tangible reward for hanging in there. And James is taking the time to say, look, okay, you are blessed if you persevere when trials come. And let me just pause for a second. That if you hang in there in the midst of your battle, in the midst of your trial, the Word promises that you're a blessed person for doing so. You'll be blessed. And I don't want us to miss that. I want us to realize that God is very, very much watching what's going on in your life. He knows what the ceiling is for you. And He has given you the strength to be able to persevere, to hang in there, to stick with it when this trial takes place in your life. And to those of us who want a tangible type of reward for hanging in there, we want God to bless us materially. I think sometimes that's where we're getting a little bit of problems because we and maybe it's the 21st century church here in America, where we are so focused on getting that blessing, and we're so focused on getting something from God here on earth. And James immediately switches the perspective from earth to eternity. And he goes, when you stand the test, you ready? You'll receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him. So get this. There is a heavenly reward directly from Jesus that awaits every single person who hangs in there, who stands the test, who perseveres when the trial comes. I am not here to minimize what you're going through. Not at all. That'd be very unfair for me to do. But God has given you everything you need to persevere. And that includes not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, spiritually. God's given all of that to you so that you can not only be blessed, and not only that you can stand when all that takes place, but then on the other side, when we see Jesus face to face, there's a reward that comes from those who persevere. And I want you to have your eyes on that reward. I want you to have your eyes really on Jesus. And God's going to take care of you. God's got you in His hand. You need not be afraid. You can do this because He gives you the strength to do so. All right, I got to let you go. Thank you for joining me. We love you, and I pray that you have a great Wednesday. And Lord willing, we'll see you next time, okay? You take care. Bye-bye.